A 10-year-old boy was born with a strange face. When his best friend asked him why he didn't get plastic surgery, here's what he said: "Dude, this is what plastic surgery looks like. It took a lot of work to make me look this good." What could have been an awkward question was skillfully defused. Auggie cherished the first friend in his life. His mom was surprised that he made friends so easily. "I had to calm down." But on Halloween, Auggie had another problem at school. Dressed as a ghost, he rushed to his classroom. He ran into the classroom and saw his best friend, Kat, and mouthing him, "If I look like him, I swear, I'd wear a hood every day. If I look like him, I don't want to live." It said the principal made him Auggie's orientation buddy. He didn't realize Auggie had become his sidekick. Auggie was devastated that his newfound friendship had been shattered by Jack. When Auggie got home, he was devastated. He wanted to find his helmet, but his mom couldn't find it. So he asked his dad. When his sister heard that Auggie was being bullied at school, she came to her brother's room, dressed as a princess. But Auggie told her to leave. "Mom says you won't tell her what happened." "What did anyone say?" "It's none of your business. You took away my day and Mom's, so it's my business." Then Auggie told her the truth. "There are no good people in this world. I wish I hadn't gone to school, but I know you like school." "I hate school." "Okay, I hate school. You're not the only one having a bad day. That day, someone won't even touch you. If someone accidentally touches you, do they say they have the plague?" My sister, in an effort to get Auggie to open up, blurted out her own troubles as well. Turns out she has a good friend too, but ever since she went to summer camp, she stopped talking to her. Auggie asked her why and she said people change. So if you want to be a normal kid, you have to adapt to the rules. So let's go trick-or-treating, cause now we're each other's best friends. Under his sister's tutelage, Auggie began to pull himself together. Back at school, he stopped talking to Jack and eating with him. Jack was back in the game, and Jack was tired of watching them make fun of people. He thought about his time with Auggie, although at first he was just a passive friend of Auggie's. But as he got to know Auggie, he realized that Auggie was really smart and funny. Now, he really wanted to be friends with Auggie. But what he didn't know was, their friendship ended when he said bad things about Auggie to please others. After seeing Auggie become friends with this little girl, he suddenly remembered what the little girl had said. "I'm going to give you a choice. When you have a choice between being right and being kind, choose kindness." She did. And that's why she had Auggie as her best friend. Since Auggie was ignoring him, he decided to ask the little girl what happened. The little girl only said two words: "Ghostface." Jack doesn't understand, and in class, he finally remembers that on Halloween day, he and the rich kids made fun of Auggie. Ghostface was Auggie. His words must have broken Auggie's heart, and he had to find a way to make amends. He declined Chu's invitation to be in the same group and firmly Saturday with Auggie. His behavior aroused Chu's displeasure. After class, Chu asked him why he was grouped with that monster. Jack turned around and swung a punch. He wants to defend his friend's honor, even if it means getting expelled. The teacher pulls them apart in time, but Jack pulled up, cries. He's afraid of being expelled, but is even more afraid of losing Auggie. Auggie saw that. Jack sincerely apologizes to Auggie, and Auggie forgives him. The flame of friendship is rekindled. They work together on their graduation project. Not only did they receive praise from their classmates, the teacher even gave them medals. They were so popular that they overpowered Chu, who hated Auggie. That day in class, he handed Auggie a note with a drawing of a monster on it. This was clearly an attempt to humiliate Auggie. After class, everyone gathered at Auggie's locker. There was a class photo taped to his locker. The photo said, "No monsters," and Auggie was photoshopped out of it. A passing teacher asked if he was okay. "Yeah, everything's fine. I'm gonna go to class." "Auggie, you know, if you need help, you can ask for it. You're not alone. You're not alone." The teacher realized there was something else going on. He saw Junior staring at him. He asked him if he knew who did it, and Junior told him the truth. The rich kid was called in by the principal to talk to his parents for hurting a classmate. The principal said his school had zero tolerance for bullying, and your son has hit the bottom line many times. But Momju said, "It's my son who got beaten up. If there was bullying, it was my son who was bullied." Then the principal took out a photo. He wrote on the back, "To do us all a favor and go to hell." Mr. Chu's father asked if he wrote it. Mr. Chu cowardly admitted it. Then the principal said Chu had deleted Auggie from the photo. In the face of hard facts, Chu's mom said she did it all. The principal had never seen such a shameless person. He pulled out all the notes Chu had slipped Auggie. Some were drawings of monsters, some were insulting, but Chu's mom was still defending herself. He said Chu had nightmares every night, so he went to see a psychiatrist. The principal didn't even bother to listen to him. He just told them that you would be suspended for 2 days. Because of a few notes from a child, you will be suspended for 2 days. Isn't it enough that we donate so much money to the school's work? We have many friends on the school board. So, I have more friends. The principal didn't do them any favors. He said Auggie can't change the way he looks. We can't change the way we see him. That struck a chord with Chu. but Mom and Dad didn't think so. We're not coming back. Mom, I love this school. But Mom and Dad had made up their minds. Only Ju said a heartfelt apology to the principal before leaving. Vaya also found love at school, although she lost the friendship of her best friend Miranda. But Vaya's laughter with her lover reminded Miranda of what they used to be like. She grew up in a single-parent home and had been best friends since kindergarten. Even on important holidays like Christmas, she spent time with Vaya's family. Miranda gave her helmet to Auggie. She envied and was jealous of Vaya's family, until one day, she pretended to be Vaya at summer camp. By telling the story of Vaya's life, she made a lot of friends. She became the most popular girl at camp. She wanted to share these stories with Vaya, but she got tired of Vaya's over-attention to her, so she stayed away from her. But every time she passed by Vaya's house, she felt guilty. Until the day of the show, Miranda decided to give the role to Vaya because she knew Vera. She knew that Vijaya had always longed for her parents' attention. On stage, Vaya's brilliant performance touched her parents' hearts. For the first time since Auggie was born, they paid so much attention to their daughter. Mom remembers when she was a little girl. When she was 3 years old, she wished she had a brother. But when her brother was born, she was the neglected one. At the end of the show, she hugged her family, and all her years of frustration were swept away. Soon it was time for the annual fall field trip. Auggie and Jack were wandering in the woods. A couple of middle schoolers suddenly stopped them. They insulted Auggie with harsh words and even tried to touch his face, but Jack stopped them. The middle schoolers got angry and pushed Jack to the ground. Auggie stepped forward and raised his skinny fists. "If you want to hurt my friends, hit me first." Auggie was pushed to the ground. In a moment of crisis, a few of his classmates arrived. Outnumbered, they fought off the middle schoolers. The kids who had just fought side by side smiled at each other. Junior was the first to put out his hand. He said to Auggie, "The way you protect your friends." Auggie held out his hand in response, and the feud was over. But Auggie suddenly headed for the river. He cried. He could have had so many friends. It felt good to be recognized by his friends. A few of his friends stood by his side, silently comforting him. From that moment on, he was never alone again. When he got home, his father told him the truth about the missing helmet. "You must understand. You used to carry him all the time. I don't even see your face anymore. I miss your face. I know you don't like him much sometimes, but I love him. This is my son's face. I want to see him. Can you forgive me?" After hearing his father's explanation, Auggie forgave him. At graduation, Auggie said, "Thank you for sending me to school. Even though I get angry sometimes, I'm happy to be staying here." Mom says he's a miracle boy. Greatness doesn't come from strength. It comes from the right use of strength. We've all gotten a standing ovation at least once in our lives. Our friends, our teachers, our siblings, our parents, they're all watching over me. Be kind to others. We may not be able to change others, but we can change the way we treat them. If we have to choose between being right and being kind, then choose kindness.